Good day, my friends. I'm here just checking out my Facebook to see what's going on. Let me ask you a question. For those of you that are on social media or maybe have other means of getting communication from our culture, does it seem to you that harsh words directed at others is on the increase in recent months? It seems like it is to me from what I can see. And the question is why? Well, let's think about what we've been in, the kind of pressure cooker we've been in as a culture over the last number of months. Regardless of what your opinion on these things are, they're affecting us. You think about the impeachment of the president, you think about the pandemic, about the social unrest over racism these days. You think about the election we're in, the political divisiveness and sometimes mean-spirited way that's happening, the not knowing which way to turn to get accurate information, being socially isolated as we are. We're just under a lot of stress. I feel like I'm under a lot of stress and experiencing more anxiety and depression. And in that emotional state, we are more likely to strike out at others. That's how it happens. I encourage us to be aware of our emotions and how our emotions might be compelling us to speak ill of others in what we say and what we write and what we post on social media. The Apostle Paul in Philippians chapter 2, verse 8 says this: "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." So ask yourself when you're about to say or write or post something about someone else, is it true? Is it noble? Is it right? Is it pure? Is it lovely? Is it admirable? Is it excellent? Is it praiseworthy? And if not, it doesn't meet all those criteria, maybe don't do it. Even if you think, well, that's true, but does it meet the other criteria? In his small catechism, Martin Luther, when he's writing an explanation of the 8th commandment, which is, "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor," he explains it this way: "We are to fear and love God so that we do not betray, slander, or lie about our neighbor, but defend him, speak well of her, and explain their actions in the kindest way." Another translation says that we should interpret everything they do in the best possible light. My wife's a kindergarten teacher, and she teaches her children that how they behave with one another, what they say with one another, what they do with each other should be true, kind, and necessary. And if it's not true, kind, and necessary, don't say it. Don't do it. We're under a lot of stress. Let's admit that. Let's be honest with that. In this kind of compressed time with all these troubling events that are upon us. And so we may be mad. We may be sad. We may be scared. Those emotions may be increasing us. And we got to pay attention to them, be aware of that, and try to understand how they are compelling us to communicate something unkind about others. And it may get worse in the weeks and months to come. As followers of Jesus, who taught us to love others as he has loved us, we need to be the ones who take the lead, leading in love, doing what love requires, being the voice of kindness in our fracturing culture. So when you're tempted, as I've been tempted, to say or write or post something harsh or condemning, ask God, should I do this? Maybe even sleep on it. Let God speak to you in your sleep about it. Because I'm guessing if we pause and ask God, should we? If we take some time to think about it, we're going to be more likely not to do it. Now you may say, well, what if it's true? Or what if they struck first? What did Jesus teach us on how to respond when someone strikes out at us? He says not to retaliate with unkindness. Ephesians 4:32 says this: "Be ye kind one unto the other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven you. Ephesians 4:32. Let's be those voices of kindness in our culture, and that are so needed today. Remember how kind God is to you, and be kind to others. Have a great day.